and Leia engage in some diplomacy.
Right. Memo to self. I still need to update the bloody intro video. It's still saying book 5. We're on book 6, damn it. Okie dokie. When we left you last week, you had successfully defeated the new hero of Korvosa. And just at the end of it, a rather large black dragon landed, being ridden by Sabina Merrin. As if you remember, the dragon was basically coming in for a vicious aerial attack when it suddenly landed unexpectedly on the ground, which is where we get to now. I've dealt the cards and I've spent a penny to get Sabina going first. So,
well, we can't even see Sabina. We can't see Sabina. We can't see Sabina or the. So never mind. So the plan is, Leia, you and I need to get Sabina Merrin and try and persuade her that she's on the wrong side. Thaddeus, Sassafras, distract the dragon. Vorka, smash.
And again, someone is operating under the delusion that we're like a disciplined, organized.
Let's try that again. Oh, this is.
I think that's a great plan, and especially. Oh, look, a squirrel.
Okay. The dragon basically lands. It starts. It lands looking angry and confrontational, and you suddenly see it sort of preparing to breathe in and belch forth its acidic breath. And suddenly you see Sabina desperately pulling on the reins as if trying to distract the dragon or some such. Alas, however, the dragon, resists the control and basically leaves out.
Oh.
It should be that. When did it stop showing the little pictures on the targeting? It just showed on the combat tracker because I spent ages yesterday. I thought it was as a player thing. I spent ages yesterday trying to work out how I wasn't targeting anything, and then it took me a while to notice it just says text now, so the pretty pictures seem to have gone. Anyway, talking of pictures, I suppose we really ought to show some lovely pictures off. So there's the dragon.
Nice.
Okay.
I think it's Ganondorf's uglier brother, isn't it?
Possibly. Oh, my word, really? The dragon's already had to spend one penny. I have to use another one now.
Did you not just roll Sabrina Merrin's, or is she just set as the...
Well, it looks like Vorka ducks behind his shield of deflection and is protected from the acidic breath. Virginia just flies out the way with a nice dot to the left. However, Leia, Sassafras, and Thaddeus, I'm afraid you are struck full on by the acidic breath.
But they do get to make evasion rolls.
They do indeed. Which is why I think this is like have it work and let them evade it, or have them be hit. Not, you know what I mean? Dragons are meant to be scary and powerful, and they're not.
Well, we can, but see, the thing is it landed. She was trying to stop it. We had time to react before.
Oh yeah. No. It's no. I'm not. I'm just disputing that. Agility check at -2 or slash roll evasion.
Slash roll evasion.
Could you do that for Leia, because Kay's not logged on yet?
I can clear the owner if you want. They are owner cleared.
No, I've got to.
Unskilled? How did that work? What did I make? What did I do? Typed the wrong command.
I'm just having a pet peeve at how they completely nerfed the dragons. must remember, I always forget this. So there is absolutely no point in ever having a dragon breathe. It's pointless. They will never ever frigging hit.
Okay, I'll just breathe in the gas and then spit it back out. Is that it?
Because the thing is, it's a full round action. If it's a full round action, then why do they have to roll to hit and then you get to roll to avoid the fact they've hit you?
Because it's a gas. It's slow. It's, oh, look, the gas is coming. I'll get out of the way in time. If it was shooting lightning, it would be like, I'll think about it and it'll be too late.
It doesn't make any difference. All breath weapons are full round actions that have to roll to hit and then you get a chance to evade them.
Yeah,
it's
but they can't just use the breath weapon. They've got to make a pompous and then do it. And then
yes, but my argument would be I don't have a problem with the evasion to get out the way. I have a problem they have to make an athletics check first. Just make it a full round action because it's not a roll and everyone has to evade it. In fact, next Pathfinder campaign, that's going to be my house rule.
All right, anyway. So you can have one that could fail its telegraph it's about to breathe fire and then not actually achieve to breathe fire. You have to wait for it because it's asthmatic. And then eventually it does, and they go, and then we step out of the way. How embarrassing would that be?
Blackjack, you're up.
Right.
It just annoys me. And they've nerfed dragons.
Are those powers still active?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, they are. If you remember, the dragon landed immediately after you completed the. So yeah, you want to maintain them.
And is this a new encounter?
Technically not, I suppose, because it's if I'm not resetting your powers, then no, it's not a new encounter.
Okay, fair enough. So I still have Giant Killer running for the next 4 rounds because I did that against the Ifrit.
And Tank Girl gave everyone bennies and me 1 too, so thank you very much, Tank.
Just in case, well, you probably can't, but I've got Dark Bargain, so I need a new adventure card.
Yeah.
Then you can give me a new one.
Exactly. It's the easiest way to deal with that.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I will maintain that power, and I will use Tank Girl's Benny to get some power points back. Maintain effect. And I think I'm going to need to run.
Ah, what were you saying about dragons are supposed to be big and scary?
They cause fear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fear checks, please, at -2. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, exactly. Fear checks at -2. Just remembered.
Yeah, I have too. Everyone gets to make a fear check at -2, please.
Yeah, I was saying what?
Oh, Blackjack goes running in and goes, "This might be a bad idea."
No, he's not going to. He's going to spend a penny on that.
I'll tell you why I always forget it, because I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere along the time. It was they had to be flying. It was the fear checks.
I don't think Sassafras is smart enough to be afraid.
And everybody else.
He has the hubris of gnomes that we can't.
No.
Else's fear checks are only at -1.
No. Blackjack is paladin.
Yes, he is. He still has that aura around him.
I know. I'm joking.
Possibly even more of an aura like that because he's Blackjack.
Obviously joking. Leia needs to make a fear check, and Majenko and Argenia as well, and Ruti.
All right, so hopefully that will be on Leia. If it's not, I will redo it. No, that will roll in for Blackjack again, so we'll just have to do Leia. All right, Leia will be spending a Benny. No, actually, Leia will spend a conviction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They can spend a conviction because, of course, being the chosen one, because Sabina's around.
Yeah, and if you can stick that to a 99, then that's cool.
I shall stick the conviction to 99.
Majenko and Argenia do need them.
Okay, you don't have to do anything about this now, but
Yeah, our genius off.
put this one in the armory, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, that's a dragon. Wait a minute, why
sake.
is it doing that?
And Majenko's off.
Okie dokie.
The 3 dragons are the ones that are afraid of the dragon. Really?
Well, yeah,
Well,
because
yeah.
they're not stupid. Unlike those silly humanoids. Unfortunately, you can't run while flying, so they all head off at their pace. And Ruti's got pace 12, hasn't Ruti?
Yeah, Ruti does.
Okay, that's the dragons all panicking. Okie dokie. Blackjack. Oh, I've got to give everyone an adventure card. I wish there was an option. Wish there was an option to right click on the adventure card and have it
Deal another one. Yeah.
an extra one to everyone.
Right, I've still got 4 inches of move left, and I would like to climb up the dragon, please.
That will be an opposed athletics because the dragon will not let you climb up it. It will quite happily smack you to the ground and stomp on you a lot.
In fact, forget climb. I've got boots of leaping and springing. I would like to jump up and knock Sabina Merrin off the dragon.
Okay, that still be opposed athletics, but now you're doing it against Sabina.
Yes. So hang on. Sabina is in the middle of the dragon. Let me see if I can drop onto her.
I can drag you a target if you want on the combat tracker. There you go. Oh, no, I see what it is. Okay, there seems to be... If you don't... I've just realised what it is. If you open up the little target window, the pretty little icons come back, but it doesn't open by default anymore. That's what it is. That's what threw me. If you click on the actual target's icon, up come the pretty pictures I'm used to.
Yeah, only for GMs. Like it's already displayed for players. It should be.
Yeah. No, I think they don't auto open anymore because it slows down the combat tracker. Okie dokie, you have done that. So that is meant to be athletics. So let's change that.
I will. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll stick with the 7.
She will. I'm actually going to spend a penny on that. I might spend one more because she really doesn't want to get knocked off this dragon.
Yes. Tavis knows that, but you know, Gastus is impulsive. Now,
So,
I have a free reroll on that athletics roll. I was about to say I'm going to do my reroll because I wasn't sure a 7 was enough.
Oh, no, that's absolutely fine.
So I will take my reroll now. And looks like a set. So I've not knocked her off. Does that mean I'm up there with her?
No, I think basically you jump up to knock her off. She sees you coming and ducks, so you'll sail over and
land the other side.
And land the other side for narrative purposes.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, for purely narrative purposes, Zarmangaroth tries to bite you as you fly across in midair.
Right, now Argenia has not yet got to cover, so let's see if she can become less panicked now she's further away. Oh, no. Argenia's off.
Argenia's definitely off. There are 8 inches for Argenia.
Yeah.
Argenia is flapping as hard as she can away. Big dragon, big dragon, big dragon. Sassafras is up next.
And she's like, I don't know what he wants us to do to distract the dragon. And then I see him fail to get close to whatever her name is. So now, hey, Gastinius, this is how it's done. And that puts me right on the back of the dragon next to Sabrina, so that I get a chance to talk to her. Hi, I'll pop up. Hi, hey, we want to help.
A really weird situation here. I can't actually. Oh, really weird situation there. If your token disappears under the dragon, so I can't actually accept the move. That's really surreal. Anyway, put you there.
Basically on the neck of the dragon next to Sabrina or whatever her name is, and I pop up there with my green hair flying and go, hi, hey, we're friends. And that would be my turn.
Okie doke.
And Rudy needs to make a spirit at -2 again, right?
Yeah.
Once they're in cover, they can just cower in cover. And they don't have to keep moving.
Rudy, you can literally just... Rudy just hides behind that building there. Just a layer.
Right. Leia, having seen Gastus do what he did, and realizing that Sassafras is not the most conversation-friendly person that we've got, is going to attempt the same. She's going to bound up onto the... it looks like there's like a pillar or something at the edge of the well there, bound up onto that, and then also try to knock Sabina off the top of the dragon.
Okie dokie. Go for it. I'm just trying to work out stuff in my way. Yeah. What there was? I must be because I haven't got the module open. That must be what the problem is. I was just trying to work out why I find the
That's a bit calm for ambient track.
It's a chaos event 2. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Didn't do anything, did it? That did it. Okay. Right. You want Sabina distracted or vulnerable?
I want her off the dragon.
Well, yeah, but distracted or vulnerable?
Oh, we'll go with distracted.
Okay. Let's put her off the dragon. So Sabina lands, looks at Leia and goes, "You idiot! I was the only thing stopping the dragon from doing what he wanted."
Oh, don't worry about that. We have a Volga.
I'm definitely going to give Leia a penny for that. A new one as well. Okay, Majenko.
Well, Majenko needs to see if she can get her guts on the inside. She's too far away from Blackjack to get the bonus now.
Let's take Kenku down a bit. He's a bit loud today.
Oh, Majenko's decided that that's a good place to stop and watch from.
Okay, Majenko is no longer panicked. But because Thaddeus is still cackling, Majenko is still vulnerable.
Yeah. Majenko will sort of fly up onto the roof to get a good vantage point.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me, Thaddeus is cackling. Therefore, Sabina is distracted permanently. Yes, you're up, sir.
Yes. Just try to work out whether this is a multi-action or not.
Oh, I know I found the sound effect for the breath weapon I did earlier.
Does Alt no longer change the height level?
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, seems to work. I just basically I clicked up Majenko and then did the alt. Yeah.
No, it just isn't for me. Weird.
That's not good.
I click Alt and it still just zooms in and out again.
Well, it says it's not an action.
Oh no, it does it for blackjack. That's bizarre.
Right, apparently, well, I'll let you determine if you've got to be all fussy about it. Spend conviction. And cast magic jar on it. On an 8. I'm going to Benny the 8.
So, what enchanted vessel are you putting your soul into?
10.
Another body of another from the possess another body from the jar, not from the body. May also attempt to possess another body from the jar, not from the body. This is a magic jar allows the mage to transfer his soul into an enchanted vessel. He may move back and forth between it. Okay, so you have an enchanted vessel to put your soul in, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so your soul is you drop lifeless, you drop lifeless and apparently dead to the ground this round.
So why can't I fucking possess it then?
Because I'm going to say that's on second action, and you didn't declare a multi-action.
I see. I knew that you're going to change your mind. I had a whole conversation about this before I made the roll.
The mage may also attempt to possess another body from the jar, not from the body. So you've got to go into the jar first, and then you can go from the jar to the body. So I would say that's 2 actions.
Right. Well, okay then. So there's the 10 minus 2 plus 1d6. There we go. Plus 7, so 17. So what's that? 15. So you make an opposed roll against 15.
No, I'm giving the dragon conviction then.
It doesn't matter. That's the great thing, you know.
I know.
It's all about making you burn pennies before Walker kills you.
If the target wins, the mage cannot possess this character. The mage wins the fixed advice for the president in the jar. Press to keep turning such. I'm going to point out. Okay, fine. I'm going to let you do it. But this could get very interesting. Yeah, I get to kill you.
Because there's no point in taking a power if you can never use it in a campaign.
No, I don't disagree, but this could get really rather interesting. Obviously, I'm going to burn some bennies on this one. Okie dokie. Okay, no problem at all. Vorka, you're up.
And by the way, even if you kill the body, it still gives me 5 hours, and anybody within 100 feet is a new character.
Okay. Okay, Vorka ducked down behind his shield to avoid this acid thing, and then he stepped up here to use the water to splash the acid off of his shield. That's why he's acting so late this round.
Okie
He
dokie.
didn't want his shield damaged.
And then he is going to go ahead and run up along the fountain and come over here, and we're going to rage and wild attack.
So why are you
And-
attacking me? Because he never made his roll.
Shut up. You didn't tell anyone what you were doing. Vorka, kill the dragon, please.
That's all right. Okay. But the funny thing is, if he kills it the dragon, I'm still alive.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking pointless.
Doop-doop. And I've got the Dragon Bane Greatsword. There it is. Oh, we are definitely going to many that. Oh, that was a hit with a raise. Okay, we won't have to many that. Fine. And Dragon Bane adds a d6, correct?
Bane increases the damage die by 1 die type and adds AP3.
Adds AP3. Okay.
Or is it AP2? It's one or the other.
Well, this is going to get interesting.
I know.
This is
Wait
gonna,
till you get to the soak roll.
this is going to get fucked. Well, this isn't pointless, annoying
so
spell, isn't it?
Let me make a sub attack real quick here.
He just basically possesses every bad guy from now on. So what's the point of playing the fucking adventure?
And we're going to come in here. Increase the AP up to 5. And we're going to change that from a 10 to a 12. Oops, nope, to a 12, not a 13. Close that, and now we will roll that.
I just realised how to fuck this up.
Oh, no, helps if I grab the right damage. There we go. Okay, there you go, 3 wounds.
Okie dokie. Oh, you better make her. Oh no, hang on, I'll make the big. It didn't actually put damage on it. There we go. Who did you? Oh. Very confused.
Stunned silence. So you can click
no,
apply.
I got very confused there because basically Vorka just stabbed himself for 3 wounds. That's hence my confusion. Vorka didn't hit the dragon for 3 wounds; he stabbed himself for 3 wounds.
I think we broke the GM.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you couldn't hear me. Okay, so Vorka, you go charging up and you impale yourself, causing 3 wounds on yourself. Apparently, you stabbed yourself, not the dragon.
Did I stab? How did I stab myself? I targeted.
I have no idea how you managed to stab yourself, but you did.
Because you've targeted, because you've got yourself targeted, and you've also got the dragon targeted at the same time.
Because 22 points of damage doesn't hurt the dragon.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and it was a hit with a raise against me, is what that was. Got
it. So I think.
So let me roll the damage against. Okay. Let's
just roll
up.
the damage. Just roll the damage again. If you roll less than 20, if you roll less than 22, well, you know what I mean, right?
Better.
So you shake the dragon.
Stop me too.
Okay. Right, I targeted myself to put the rage and the wild attack on and forgot to untarget.
and then forgot to untarget yourself. Yeah, understood. Yeah. I was very confused there, hence the fact I was sitting there going, I don't work it out. How the hell have you done 3 wounds on the dragon when you didn't even hurt it, when you didn't beat its toughness? I was very confused. This is the GM cheating. This is the GM dragon spell. Okay, next up is... who's next?
Now, hang on. If it's got armor 14, and I did supposed to be AP -5, and I'm only seeing a -2 there.
It's got
I'm
armor
seeing it
14
right.
plus. It's got armor 14 plus 2.
Oh, it's 14 plus 2. And then
Yes,
there's
it
minus
casts
AP5.
protection.
Okay, now
It
I
casts
see.
protection on itself before it starts the fight. Unfortunately. Oh,
Okay.
and also, actually, sorry, you now need to make a
question.
smarts. You now need to make a smarts check at -2. Walker.
Okay.
Here's a silly question. Does it still have protection on it?
Yeah, Volker, you actually hit the dragon, not one of the illusory images that's shovering around it. So, yeah, you shake the dragon. I don't know is the simple answer there. I'm not even going to worry about it.
It's just too complicated.
It's a new round. Leia's going first.
Okay. Leia will look briefly over to Vorka and the dragon and say, "See, he's got it all under control. Now, I understand you're an honourable woman, and I can see what you tried to do with the dragon there. Now, why don't you just let me
You
knock
idiot!
you out and
You idiot! She interrupts. There's not. I was the only thing stopping the dragon going on a rampage, killing everyone it can in this city.
All right, we'll do this the slightly harder way then. I will knock you out. And Leia will headbutt Sabina Merrin.
Okie dokie.
But I think Leia will use a power first. And what shall we do? Leia has so many cool powers. We will put in a key strike. Well, we would if the module were loaded. There we go, key strike. And we will have damage +4. And AP6. But I will not use Leia's claws. I will use Leia's fist, replacing for the monk's head. Well, I have a feeling that's going to have to do. That will be non-lethal damage. I think it's set as non-lethal.
I can make it.
Oh, it's not.
lethal.
It's set as lethal, but it should be non-lethal.
I'll set that as non-lethal. Sabina obviously doesn't want to be knocked out. She wants to stop the dragon. And survives basically staggers from the blow.
All right, Majenko has seen poor Thaddeus collapse into death. So we'll swoop down and start licking his face and trying to heal him.
That sounds lovely.
And then when nothing happens, we'll let out a keening wail.
However, Sabina is remaining shaken, therefore she spent all her pennies, so she's just going to rage, going, I had the dragon under control. His conviction is not about to expire. Well, lost until. Okay, right. So it's an interesting one. This. I'm sure later on it will be decided he most certainly can't do it, but for now, he's gonna cast Dispel on the magical container holding him. As a Dispel will send him back to his body, and he's bloody intelligent. You get to make a spellcasting roll.
I get to make a spellcasting roll.
Yeah, it's because he's attempting to dispel your magic. It's an opposed roll.
Of spellcasting, yes.
Whatever yours is, spell focus, spellcasting, whatever. Take it you're happy with a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to spend every penny I've got here, haven't I? There we go. Oof, unless you want to spend another penny and try and beat a 13.
Let's go for a laugh. Almost.
Right. Okay, you're suddenly shunted back into your body and you jump upright. Meanwhile, Zagaroth snarls and jumps into the air.
And Bachenko also flaps into the air going,
I did it! Am I still on this thing's back? And you're going to jump into the air. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, yeah, that's a very good point.
No, go ahead and do it. It's not the first time you, like...
But obviously that was its action doing the dispel, so it can't do much else. But yeah, no, it's... What's its pace? The dragon has a pace of... 12. It's going straight up. Okay. Oh, your conviction doesn't expire against the dragon. So there you go, because you're the chosen one. Oh, I can turn the mood music back on again. Fairly certain I cheated there, but it says dispel gets rid of it, so he dispels your magic.
Okay, Vorka is going to cast damage field on Sassafras.
Realizes it has an entire city at hand to destroy.
Love it. Okay, Sassafras is targeted.
Let me untarget the dragon. Go. And I will, let me see, I'm going to do all kinds of bonus stuff. We're going to put all the armor piercing on it. We're obviously going to add the damage. Don't think I need a heavy weapon. Oh, let's go ahead and hurry her as well. Yeah. So okay. So I need one for range, one for hurry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 power points. Okie doke.
Oh!
Let's Benny that.
I like that idea. I'm going with that.
There we go. With a raise. So,
Gotta love players who show me ways to not cheat.
Hurry. And damage field. And that needs to be increased to 3d6 instead of 2d4.
Weird happened there. Oh, Fancy Gowns froze for quite some time. I don't know what happened there.
Okay, so the damage field that's on Sassafras needs to be changed to 3d6 instead of 2d4.
Okay. Down Sassafras. Where's Sassafras?
Kind of towards the bottom.
Damage field on Sassafras needs to be changed to 3d6, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
And that is all Vorka can do, other than stand there using inappropriate language at the dragon.
Fair enough.
Right, I don't know why the dragons get powers, but never mind.
Because huge ancient dragons cast spells. It casts protection and mirror image and other stuff on
don't
it.
stay with the body. It left its body. Powers gone.
Nothing says so. You show me that in the rules.
Except
And fine.
spells discretion.
Okay. But anyway, with a slight bit of retcon, as I've just given someone a Benny for it, the dragon didn't do the dispel. So there you go.
No. Other way around. Never mind. It's too complicated. It means it can dispel from if you want to dispel it from the jar, the powers go with the soul. So when Vorka attacks it, it can't have protection because the powers are in the jar and not on the body.
It didn't make any difference. He still would have been shaken.
No,
wouldn't
that's
have
what
made
I
any
mean. So it wouldn't
difference,
have any powers now. So we have to recast all its powers to get back to the state it's in now. Right.
I've got time to read the spell.
Let's say boot it for a laugh.
It's a wall of bloody text, that spell.
I know. I knew you would just freak out. So,
Gonna have to find it now and see what.
So, let's just be simple and cast this for a laugh. Do you want to do it again? Do you want me to cast it again? Do you like
Most may also attempt to you can't jar more than once per encounter.
It's not. I'm casting fear on it. I've just
Fear,
I've just
that's
showed
different.
you-
Sorry.
I've just
Shut
showed you
it.
what's good. Would you like to have your soul ripped out your body again?
This is a post roll if the attraction master possesses it again. If the mage wins successful, just keeps his own smarts, which is powers. Do not stay with the body, so they go with the soul, which is fine. So then they transfer back when he transfers back. So point taken. The mirror image, he shouldn't have done the mirror image, but the toughness would have made the slightest bit of difference. You're casting fear upon the dragon. So the dragon gets you got a.
Because it's just had an existential fight. Now I'm going to go boo.
Okay, minus. What's going on? What is going on with this bloody thing today? Right. Okay, so mouse wheels don't work anymore on the modifier box. That's annoying.
Ooh, that's bad.
Very
It worked for
annoying.
me earlier.
Yeah,
I'm having really weird lags on Fantasy Grounds all of a sudden. I mean, really weird, as in I'm clicking things and nothing happens. Spirit. It's fine.
Is that immune?
No,
Maybe
it
immune
didn't.
to fear.
It's not immune to fear. It got a success and 2 raises on your fear check. It's not opposed.
Ah, right, not opposed. Right. Okay. Yeah, got to do a nice simple shot action.
Okay, I got this damage field on me. Okay, I get that, but it's also showing telekinesis on that same box. What's that about?
Well, you cast that, didn't you?
I hadn't cast telekinesis. I was going
You did.
to, but I hadn't done it.
No, you have. You cast it. You cast it last week. It just hasn't expired yet.
Oh, okay. Well, because I'm gonna hit it because I just want to knock him to the ground to where he can get Vorka and Vorka can get it. So I am going to hit him with telekinetic dash and he's rolling.
And you're banned.
Do you want to hear something else really bully?
What? What's that?
It'll break your brain. If it's an innate power, it stays with the body.
Okay.
just to confuse you even more.
Oh, no way. I'm going to hit it. Because that was with a ray. What the hell is with these dice today? One more Benny.
Definitely getting lag on stuff, and I don't know why.
Yeah, he just laughs at me, I'm sure.
Okay, and then as you end your go, the damage field kicks in, which doesn't hurt him, but will sting him a bit. But it won't actually do any long-lasting damage. But all it will probably do is make him very upset.
Well, I'm clinging on to this saddle thing here. So I don't know how to do the
Well, I mean, if the 3d6 explodes enough, that's kind of what my thinking was.
No, don't get me wrong. I completely understand the logic. I'm just, I'm narratively speaking, explaining what's happening.
And hey, if it flips Sassafras off its back and swallows her, then none of its armor will apply against the 3d6 damage.
That's very true. Although there is a slight problem that Sassafras has been swallowed, isn't there?
I don't see this as a
Oh,
problem.
that's fixable though. That's not that big a deal.
Can I just teleport back out?
Logically, yes.
So I tried to end my turn and it didn't let me.
It did, it moved on to Ruti.
Who gets to make a spirit check?
At -2 still.
Is it? I don't know. You can't see it anymore. I think it's just a straightforward spirit check now. Walkers let low on bennies. Please let them flow. Fair enough.
Oh, the second wave's arriving.
Well, someone played reinforcements.
I know. I was waiting for the second wave.
Thank you very much, Tank Girl.
I thought I had rolled spirit.
Yeah, me too. Actually,
Oh.
maybe they've changed it. Okay, so he's fine. He can stay carrying if he wants or move. It's up to you.
He's got all brave because he sees Sassafras up on that thing's back. So he's gonna start heading in that direction.
Okay.
He's got to pace 12 lines to get to there. Oh, and he ran right into an imp.
Yeah, the imps are going. The imps haven't technically arrived yet. They'll fly in on their turns. They will literally arrive.
I have got really bad lag today.
I have too.
Because I've just hit end turn for Rudy like 3 times. I'm still waiting.
We've done it.
My screen. Do you have this table cursed or something?
Okay, Blackjack, what are you up to?
Right. Blackjack.
It went right from blackjack to routine.
Well, we'll both be acting at effectively the same time. Blackjack looks over at Vorka, winks, not that you can really see it behind his mask, and says, "Trust me, young goblin, you'll enjoy this." Pulls out a scroll and reads it. And then spends a penny. And then spends another penny. Because this has got to work. That'll do. A small, a black hole appears underneath Vorka's feet, which Vorka falls into. A black hole appears above the dragon, which Vorka falls out of. And I have used a scroll of teleport.
Nice.
Scroll of Portal Gunnius.
Possibly. But that should put Vorka on the dragon.
Okay, Vorka is going to be on the dragon. Range 12, just in range.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
Range 12, and he can move 12. So, range of 12, I'm within 12 inches of Vorka. I can move Vorka 12 inches. The dragon is 12 inches up.
Agreed. Yeah, there you go. So Vorka is now up at altitude 12. Right, let's clear all bloody targets.
Woohoo! I'm flying!
Clear targets. Okay. That brings us to Argenia.
Yeah. Argenia got into cover and is going to stay there this round before she comes back out.
Okay.
And it's not letting me drag the bloody scroll of teleport.
Definitely some lag going on. I don't know why.
Definitely. I've hit end turn.
There you go. Wondered if it.
Oh, I'm
not
getting
connecting
terrible.
yet, is it? K's not connecting
No,
yet.
K's not back, no.
Let's just turn the music off, see if that's causing weirdness. Okay. 12. Okie dokie. 6 to there. Crossbow belt. This is. It's got the word light in it, hasn't it?
What?
Oh, the sound
Yes.
effect.
Oh yes, the light crossbow.
Oh, that's going to get annoying. That's going to get annoying, isn't it?
Got it from the same shot that Hank got his ranger's bow from, obviously.
Indeed, yeah. This is the problem. Savage Worlds is not really designed to go well with sound effects, which is why I've not really. Yeah. In fact, I made the sound. I made the module, and I put it into QA, and they said, "Well, you haven't told us how many sound effects are in the module." It's like, I didn't count them. And it's like, no, you've got to count them.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why it's never been released, because I haven't bothered counting them yet. I've been too busy. Dear. Right, let's see if I can fix that. Okay. And okay. And then pounces onto Rooty's back and stings him.
Yowza.
Shaking Rooty. Oh, for crying out loud. Having real fun and games with the combat tracker. I'm trying to scroll the window up and it's moving the whole window instead. I know I'll rant about it every so often. It does annoy me the combat tracker is a window you can't lock in place compared to all the other, you know what I mean, windows. I know that all the other ones move as well, but combat tracker is the one that you accidentally move the most, I would argue. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think the imps are just going to be sort of arriving this round. It was just Ruti flew into one, unfortunately. Oh, mind you, though, Majenko's a pseudo-dragon. Imps don't like pseudo-dragons, do they? House drakes, I should say.
But house drakes and do have claws that count as silver against imps.
Yeah.
So they can actually damage them. Because otherwise they can't.
Yeah. Majenko is attacked by 2 imps and is shaken. Number 1 is over there. Imp number 2 is over there. Imp number 3 is over there. Close this round. Next round, I might. Okay. Right. I think what we'll do right now is do that. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? That's very annoying.
Well, it is for them, especially.
Yeah, well, waste of a PowerPoint that was.
Hey, if only they'd critically failed, then they would have thought they were invisible, but weren't.
Successful. Take a while. Arcane protection, no raise. Bang. Cost me 1 PowerPoint. And the last one. Else as well. They're not very good mages, are they? Right, new round. Let's see what we get. Hang on, why has one got the wrong token? That's better. Joker's wild. The bad guys. Oh, the bad guys got the Joker! Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray!
Oh dear.
You're wondering why no one's saying anything, and it's because I got the Joker.
Therefore, we want you to not notice.
Indeed. But I did, alas. Okay, Mage Veteran number 2 was the one that successfully got the last round. Okie dokie. So I do believe I'm going to. I'm just going to bolt, I think. Lightning bolt. And yes, you're basically you're hit by a lightning bolt.
Where are they?
They're invisible.
They're invisible.
Well, they weren't, but they are now.
Yeah, let's go for the critical failure.
Okay, that causes a point of fatigue.
Because that will nerf them for the.
Beat every mage shaken.
No, I have to start giving away adventure cards. All crap adventure cards to me because I can't play them.
Let's kill the dragons. It goes in a bad way. Jenko is in a bad way because of the cackling. And Majenko.
Wait a minute. Why is it in a bad way because of the cackling?
You never said you stopped cackling.
But I cast a spell, and last week you said if I cast a spell, it automatically stop cackling.
Good point. Okay. Point taken. In that case, let's get rid of the vulnerability. The 7 would be still. The 7 would still hit. So Majenko goes down. Majenko is incapacitated. I'm just laying the blame for when someone turns up because they played the card and kept the cackling. And I was wrong. Okay. Right, this one's going to try again. That's more like it. That's interesting. Token. Still the wrong token. Yeah, right. From there. It's very weird. You try and change tokens anymore. You teleported the see right off the edge of the map. Okay. Oh, fortunate. That's very fortunate indeed. However, I'm afraid Leia may just have been skewered by a very well-made rapier. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, that shouldn't have been sneak attack damage. I apologise. Let's try that again. That's better.
And he stabbed himself anyway.
He did, didn't he? Oh, for crying out loud. That is shaken and has been shaken. Do you wish to spend a penny to unshake to result in being shaken?
Oh, let's do that. Actually, we'll probably just soak because we've got conviction running. Because then we'll not even be shaken at all.
That's a very clever and sensible tactical move there. Okay, well that gets me to the dragon, who's just going to fly off this way. Like pace 24. Okay, fine.
With Vorka and Eye on his back.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Actually, that's a very good point. Thank you for reminding me that.
I was clarifying it so that you know.
Yep, that's all good. So basically, the dragon's up in the air. He obviously can feel. It's obviously feeling the sting of the damage field on you, Sassafras. And obviously, Vorka's just landing on it as well. So it's basically going to buck as it's going to start moving around. It's going to start bucking and jolting everywhere. So both of you get to make athletics checks to not be thrown. I don't know why it's doing smart. I rolled smarts. Ignore me. My targeting is terrible today. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Right, yeah, it's only a 6 you need to beat, or you'll be thrown off the dragon as it moves. Okay, Sassafras is okay. I'm not sure if we've lost Vorkas. I'll just change that to athletics.
Because I'm hanging on to this saddle thing.
Okay, yep, you're both okay. Then so basically the dragon is going to go for a fly. Being very angry. Trying to shake you off. And fail miserably. Orca and yourself are taken with the dragon. Leia.
Right,
Next.
Leia will whisper into Sabina Merrin's, well, helmeted ear, "Stay down, we're going to capture you. Just make it look good, you fool." And will then spend a penny to get some power points back, and then immediately use them to cast Techniques of the Ancients to gain improved frenzy.
I've just realised something, Vorka. You're going to get zapped by your own damage field.
No, if he's at the front end of the dragon and Sassafras is at the back, it's fine because dragons.
Oh,
are really
I'm up on that saddle thing. I'm up on that saddle thing. I'm making this very clear.
I don't have.
We're hanging on to it for dear life. One of the
okay. Right, you got me thinking now. Let's see if I can. Just had the idea for the silliest.
Could you put a pounce onto Leia, please?
Pounce onto Leia. Yes, of course I can. Someone's connecting, so it's quick and slow, but down a bit, but it's there.
It's not letting me target with Leia. It's targeting with Majenko for some reason.
Who are you wishing to target?
The two thugs that are adjacent to Leia.
You want to go for both of them, do you?
Yes, because Leia's got improved frenzy. It's going to do 2 actions. The first one to attack those 2 thugs. So that will be... that.
Hello.
I'll hand over your character in just a second, dear.
Where's your mum?
You're finished. She's okay. She's a little bit tripped out on painkillers. I'm speaking to her.
No, but it's all. Oh, violent.
Very violent.
That's incredibly violent.
And that's only her first action before she's moved.
Oh, well, so I've already cleared it.
Well, the idea she kills those 2 and then moves on, but I've got to wait for Fantasy Grounds to respond. Then I can zoom out and see where she can get.
I'd already cleared it. Sorry, because I didn't realise you were.
Right. Oh, that's all right.
Kay can continue.
I can once I have control of myself.
You might need to close the character sheet and open the character window again to see that you can take control of yourself.
Oh, so I can.
So you've got a move and your second action. You have improved frenzy currently, so you can make 2 attacks.
Okay, thank you for that. Right, okay.
You've just knocked Sabina Merrin's head on the floor. Told her to stay down. We'll capture you later. Make it look good.
And the reason there's so many bad guys here is someone played a card that got Majenko incapacitated.
Oh, poor Majenko.
Apparently you got flesh wounds, so that's okay.
I'll take your word for that. I've not looked yet. Hang on, did he say improve frenzy? So I pick up an extra. Right
Yeah,
click
when you
after I
pick up
picked up the
right click.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's correct. That's 2 hits on the poor chap. I won't say poor. I say poor chap. He's a baddie, so. Oh
I
dear.
don't think you need me to roll the second one, do you?
Well, do you want to just see how many pieces you chop him into?
I slices. I dices. Not a bad entrance, really.
Indeed.
Just opening the combat tracker so I'll actually be able to move on. Oh. Move on button's missing. That makes it harder.
I had that. Yes, I had that yesterday, and then it appeared the next round. So.
No, it appeared when you did that.
Oh, fair enough.
Weird. Oh, now it's disappeared again. How very strange.
Only shows up when it's your turn, so you can't click it or anyone else.
It didn't when it was on me. It did when it was on Majenko.
Jenko. Yeah, but I think that's because that's the equivalent. Like I said, it was on the second round I got it. Anyway, I'm just going to lightning bolt you. It's going to cost me
Pretty
2
sound
power.
effects.
It's going to cost me 2 power points because of the range.
At every squeak of your chair, then.
My chair.
It's your chair.
Wasn't mine.
It was
I
mine.
thought it was Tavis's when
I
Tavis
know.
sat down.
I know. So okay, yeah, you basically knock down three henchmen that are dressed in. You're not sure what they are. They seem to be they seem to be official looking, but you've not seen it before. Anyway, but you've knocked them down, and then a lightning bolt arcs across the square and hits you squarely in the chest. Majenko's not dead. Majenko's incapacitated. We haven't decided if Majenko's dead yet. Sassafras, you're up. You're flying on the back of the dragon.
Okay, and I just realized that somebody did something and I'm able to play 2 cards, and I've got a card that I've never seen before, and this looks like a messy combat, and our Benny buddies don't seem to be in the audience.
Majenko has been giving you bennies. Problem is, I got so used to them giving out bennies, I forget to do it myself. I have been giving out some good bennies.
Okay, that's just that's not an
Oh,
action.
play to allow all heroes to exchange bennies and adventure cards until the end of combat. Nice.
So
Although the
everybody's
adventure
got
cards
common bond.
Everyone's got common bond. Yeah. I must admit, the adventure cards line doesn't make sense, but yeah, everyone's got common bond, so you can share bennies to the end of combat. I think that's such a nice thing. I'm going to do that.
I just spent a point of conviction.
Okay.
And I'm getting really mad at this dragon for just not being, you're supposed to lay down and like play dead or whatever. I'm going to pull out a wand.
Mm-hmm.
I have the right one. Wand of bolt with armor piercing. Okay, so what do I have to roll to? Because I'm right on him, I fully intend to like actively touch him with it.
That's just a spell casting roll to activate it, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
But you will become vulnerable because you're using ranged attack in melee, and you still have to beat it. You still have to beat its parry, but the GM might be nice enough to give you a touch attack modifier.
Well, I think a touch attack modifier does make sense, doesn't it?
Well, I rolled an 11, so
that's a hit with a race.
Okay.
Why, thank you, Bewildered Badger. I shall let the
Ooh,
bennies
we
flow.
got bennies from Bewildered Badger.
And give myself one.
These rolls have absolutely sucked.
That was good timing.
So let me try that again.
Don't forget to put the raise on.
It depends how you do it. If you drag it, yeah, you need to put the raise on manually. If you spend a Betty and then roll.
That's somewhat better.
That is. Oh, that was almost there.
Hang
Almost
on
there.
a minute. Hang on a minute. Clearly,
Oh yeah.
found a point where there wasn't a scale.
Fair enough. So that is 24 is 48 points of damage.
Mm.
Because of arcane resistance, that's why.
Yeah.
Which means the magic jar didn't work.
But never mind.
Because of arcane resistance. Because he failed by 2, didn't he? Which, of course, he didn't with arcane resistance. Okay, so that's 4 wounds upon the dragon. That's quite impressive. I'm obviously going to have to spend one of the dragon's remaining bennies to try and soak that.
Oh, I've really pissed him off.
You really have pissed him off. And then, of course...
on his back with my danger, my damage field isn't, like, annoying enough. Now I'm going to do actual damage.
Okay, this could be bad. The damage field... Okay, the damage field doesn't hurt Legmaroth. However... Walker might be in trouble from that. It just shakes Walker.
Ah, that feels good.
Walker's on the jazz.
No, you skipped Rudy. I would just moved.
Sorry, yep, Rooty's in combat, so yeah, sorry, I didn't realise I...
Yeah, he's in combat, and he did it, and I don't know if he did recover his...
no, I'm trying to click on him, but it's not me.
He doesn't like this thing that's trying to, hurt
Someone
him,
is
so
at the
he's
front
going
door.
to...
There you go.
Going to hit it with a breath weapon. And that causes a distraction.
It missed.
It missed. He's that
Missed.
close to him? And
Yeah,
because he's engaged, he can't move away without drawing an attack.
Exactly. So, unfortunately, you needed a 5 rather than a 4. Mr. Blackjack, sir.
Okay. Well, that imp is only 1 up in the air, so I can reach it where it is.
Oh, yeah, that's deliberately why I only put them 1 up in the air, because they are flying, but you can still reach them.
Right. So, we will stab that one. As soon as my combat tab opens up. There we go. At least we'll try.
Now, a question, just while he's thinking. If one of these imps fly in range of the damage field, do they also take damage?
Oh yeah, if any of them attack you, they will take damage. But unsurprisingly, they are staying quite a way away from the dragon. I think you might have killed an imp.
I think I did.
Definitely an improvement of our situation.
Go on then.
And then Blackjack goes and drags Sabina Merrin into that side alley.
Who's that type of fellow? Jugging young ladies into alleys.
And you haven't been listening, have you?
And he will lean down and say, "The maestro tells me that you're an honourable woman. Prove it. Stay here. Be quiet."
Enough.
Right, Argenia has heard the flapping of imps.
I surrender to you. I throw myself upon your mercy, but I beg you for the chance to set things right.
Wait here. I've captured you after all. And next round, Blackjack will make his way towards the rest of the fight. So Argenia will come out having heard the imps, and there appears to be a mage there. So when Argenia comes out, she'll go, "Oh!" and sneeze all over it. That is athletics. No, it's not, because I've got a combat.
Sneed
thing.
English athletics.
It is, because it's breath weapon. Right, so now she needs an athletics roll at -2. No, agility at -2 to avoid being stunned. Oh, just made it.
Right, so. In fact, I wouldn't feel so bad if it was an opposed roll to the breath weapon as opposed to just a straight evasion roll. But anyway,
Are you sure you want me? You sure you want me to cast this?
Well, it can't get any worse, can it? Go for it.
Famous last words.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of protect your computer. Right. Okay. So how bad is this going to be? Combat powers. I think we'll go OTT on it, will we? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Right. Cast summon ally, 5 demons, 12 power points. Which probably won't hurt anybody, but it will nerf gang up bonuses. Because we'll have 5 extra people. To a certain degree. At least that's the plan. So
you mean devils?
Devils. So let's just see if I make this. This might be. I might correctly fail it, and then it's not a problem. It's a success. So yeah, 5 devils.
1, 2, 3. Back you come. No. Not sure how we're going to do this because you've only got 2. You know what I mean? You've only got stats for 2, so you've summoned 5. So I'm not sure how the combat tracker is going. The combat tracker shows 5 of them, but you've only got 2 on your ally sheet. Right.
But yeah, no. But you only really need 1 on an ally sheet because you can put it on and then you keep dragging it and dropping it, can't you?
Yeah.
And then the instance on the CT is a separate instance.
Yeah, but whether you can control them or not. Oh, yeah, I suppose I'll just give you the sheets. Where they right? Summon ally, range of smarts. You have a smarts D10, so did you want the 5 to appear?
Oh, just big.
Just ping them, and I'll drop them anywhere. Each one, right. Ping for Devil Bodyguard number 1, anywhere within the red circle.
There we go. Ping. You're going to ping.
I didn't see a ping.
Have we got the machine that goes ping?
One that goes ping when there's stuff.
Right.
I can ping.
Yeah, it is.
Right, wait a minute. There you go.
Yeah, you want one there? Where do you want the next one?
Hang
on. Nope. I'll get it right in a minute. There we go. Keep it.
So we can see some wizards, can't we?
You see 2 wizards.
Right. Well, let's just put 1 on each
there.
wizard there.
On each of the 2 wizards. Whoops.
And then who else is on there? Jack Jones.
Oh, for crying out loud. Watch this. Put this one here. And I'll put this one here.
Is it going to move?
Yeah. Because it's treating them as the same bloody entity. So you have to have them on your ally sheet. So you can summon.
That's why I asked.
That's not my problem. It's not my problem. You can summon. You can have all the power points back. You can summon 1 because you've only. You seem to have 2. So Take the power points back. You can have 2 because you didn't have any more than that on the combat track on your ally sheet. You've only got 1.
Right,
now,
okay, speed up the game. Just put 1 in each wizard to pin them down, and then we'll call it quits. How about that?
Okay.
That's why I checked. That's why I sent you a secret message saying this is going to.
No, and I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with you doing it. But if Fantasy Grounds requires you to have the allies, then you can't summon them if you don't have the stats for them. So there you go.
See, boom.
So you need to create some more NPCs on your character sheet, I'm afraid.
Right, okay.
The way they recoded it, it worked better in the old days when you could just copy them.
It was better in good old days.
And it was all fields round here.
None of these newfangled roads.
No. But we had it tough, you know.
You were lucky you had fields. Had a wet
Fields?
cardboard box in the middle of M4.
Fields?
Right, we had to
Luxury.
get up in the middle of the night, and if we got our dad would murder us in our beds, and that predates if and that sketch.
It does.
At last, the I forgot what year it was, 1968 show or something.
Mm.
Predates Python, that sketch.
Okay, so move on to the next act. The one wizard gets shaken. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll probably unshake. Then it goes to Vorka. Vorka unshakes and goes ballistic.
Oh yeah, Vorka's up here on this thing's neck, head, whatever. We're gonna do a cold shot to the eye, baby.
I'm pretty sure Vorka's going to go melee rather than ballistic.
How ironic! That is the latest piece of artwork I just copied today from the Advanced Player Guide 2 into the mod building. Please do your stuff. It's just quite ironic. I just find that quite ironic.
Spelled E-Y-E-ronic.
That's why I said ironic. It was a pun, but no one got it.
And let me see. Our
Copy.
modifiers.
This campaign.
Cold shot. Small?
Yeah. Well, hang on a second. This is the point. Hold up a sec. This is why this actually is a valid reason for why I'm wondering campaigns. Curse the Crimson Throne images. There's a reason I'm trying to find the image, because for the very good reason I need to assess. Campaign refresh. Shot. Saying
I'm pretty sure if this dragon's as big as I think it is, its head is about as big as its eye is about as big as my head.
Well, that's what I'm wondering for the record, which is why I'm going to get everyone's opinion and I share this image that I happen to have converted today. It's still quite small if you look in terms of that. That's a dwarf. It's still quite small.
Yeah.
So yeah, small. Sorry, it's small.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. That is.
I wouldn't say it's tiny. I'd say it's small. But yeah, that is the very last image I sort of adapted to, popped into the module, not the version that you can see at the moment. So I just thought it was very ironic you decided to go for the eye. So yeah, definitely cool shot eye, but I'm going to say that's small, not tiny.
Okay.
This is when you need the adventure card for automatic success and then double damage.
Someone who already played it, the double damage one. What you actually want is someone to have the card that lets you go back through the discard pile and pick up the double damage card and play it again after Vorka does the damage. Okay, yeah, definitely. Whatever you say.
Did the dog get on the keyboard?
I think the cat might have walked across the keyboard there.
Oh!
Oh, it didn't give me my raise damage.
Got to give you a Betty for that. You forgot the 859 on the front. But 859. Okay, 27 points of damage to the dragon. Okay.
And how much of the armor do I get to ignore?
Cold shot to the eye should ignore all the armor.
I would think so, but some eyes are just really tough.
Hmm. But you won't get to ignore the +2 from protection, certainly.
You still get to make the smarts check because of the mirror image. You might be doing a cold shot to the illusionary eye.
Oh, bother.
Smarts check at -2. You're fine. You're fine. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's got an armor of 18, so toughness 18 without it's toughness 18 because the magical energy, magical armor still applies, if that makes sense. Oh no, you got AP there, haven't you? Okay, 2 wounds.
AP
Two wounds.
or AP 5.
2 wounds
That's
to the
with
dragon.
2 wounds, really?
27 against toughness 16, 2 wounds.
It's a dragon, that's not too bad.
Actually, you just failed to soak it. So the dragon's taken 4 wounds. It's very angry. Actually, something happens when it's...
Gone very quiet.
That's because I'm reading something.
Ah.
No. What happens when he gets to so many wounds doesn't matter because you already knocked Sabina off. Basically, she would have spent every round basically distracting the dragon, but you basically decided to knock her off in the first round of combat.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, well done, Volker. Yeah, you shoot it in the eye. It howls in rage, and obviously he's going to definitely attempt to eat you next round.
Yes. Come on, you.
End your turn. We'll see what happens next. Let's have another energy bolt, shall we? That's the most unlike crossbow sound I've ever heard, but anyway. A crossbow bolt decides to sort of embed itself in you, Leia. This you can dodge it, this you can avoid it at the very last second with the soak roll.
I'm sure I'll give it a try with my cat-like reflexes. See if I can flip over the top of it and land on my feet. Stylishly.
Which you certainly do. No problem at all there. I think you're the only one I can see to shoot at the moment, so I'm afraid I'm going to do it again.
More flips in me yet.
It's very weird, interesting lags when I start trying to drag stuff. The mouse doesn't pick up what I've clicked on and then picks up the map halfway through me moving the dice across. Yeah, that one you avoid as well, narratively speaking, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This one you might have to try a bit harder to avoid. No problem at all.
Which one of them shooting at me? Where is it? Oh, that one down there. They were. My screen was scrolled in the wrong position. That's why I didn't know where they came from.
All of them. Well, looks of it.
They did only just make it onto the map, as it were.
Huh. It's all right. I shall dismember them shortly.
Oh dear, this might hurt.
She says that so casually.
Okay. Basically, you suddenly feel a sharp stab in the back of your neck, and you feel the you. Oh, okay. I think you're. I think you still have to make. I think you still have to make a vigor check because it did successfully hit you and wound you, so it did get a chance to pump the poison into you. Yeah, you're fine. Obviously, yeah. It didn't actually inject the yeah, it obviously didn't punch the skin and obviously didn't inject the poison into you. However, the other one's going to try as well and probably miss. Oh no, because you're vulnerable. You're okay. And this one's just going to have to go for 5 in place of 8 when flying. I thought they did. And this one's attacking Rooty. Ooh, this could be bad. Rooty's shaken. Okay, what we got over here? Well, they're obviously going to stay away from the dragon as much as they can. So this one, like this way. This imp's obviously just going to come over here and impale. Yes. Yes, possibly. Oh, no, gang up bonus. That's a wound and therefore injection of poison. You get to make a vigor check, a soaking roll to avoid the damage. So that's a wound on Thaddeus and then a vigor check also to not be poisoned. So you don't take damage, but you might still have been poisoned. It's a straightforward vigor check. You don't need to spend a penny on this one to avoid the poison.
I'm still fighting off small minions. So vigor check. Let's roll vigor.
On poison's only fatigue if you poison it.
So what's it taste like?
It tastes quite mild, the poison, apparently. Right, okay. Let's see.
That's a Thrud the Barbarian joke, that. No?
Mm.
Be careful, that snake's poisonous. I thought it tasted funny.
Venomous, not poisonous, should it? Okie, my favourite is still it cannot the creature cannot be harmed by the hands of mortal man. Oh, father, you don't mean yes, my child. He's going to have to use his feet. Okie dokie. The mage veteran is remaining shaken. Therefore, I'm going to spend a penny to unshake. It's not going well, so I think I might cast that. And I know it says summon ally, but I'm going to treat it as summon. Boring. Someone played a card, so I'm really going to make playing the reinforcements card. Plus, I get to spend more power points if I do it this way. I need to fix that. That's probably why. Wrong chart. What should we go for? They're veterans, so yeah, that sounds fun. Smart's D12. So let's summon the smart. Let's summon the Dar Bear there. And that would have cost me how many power points? I don't want to go to help. Dar Bear would have cost me 8 power points. Okay. And the doll bear attacks Thaddeus. So you're the only.
That's not a ranged attack, then, is it?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid you and Leia are the only ones that are sort of viable targets at the moment. As he rips your head off.
It's just rude.
It is rude, really.
Beheading people. I don't know.
I don't know. So far, he's suffered all sorts of misfortune and shenanigans. But luck may run out now.
Someone just dropped. Who just got disconnected?
Walker.
Walker's gone, yeah.
That game where they have all of the items underneath the tea towel and you have to remember which one's missing.
Yeah. Dropped fancy grounds yet, so maybe it's just Discord being Discord.
So yeah, that's still 2 wounds.
3 wounds, mate. Three wounds.
Did I not soak?
You soaked 1 wound. You rolled a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, so that's 2 wounds then.
He hit you for 4 wounds.
Oh, he hits me for 4 wounds. Oh, right. It's really that nippy.
Motion detected at the front door.
It was instant incapacitation hit, basically. Alas.
I think he's going down because there's only so many dirty tricks I can do in this combat before I'm getting overwhelmed by sheer numbers.
It's just when the dice are bad, the dice are bad. Right. Imp number 1.
Yeah, that get playing extra cards. That's what it is. It's really funny. It's always me that gets it as well.
Well, that's because you just stand in the middle.
He's back.
Hooray! Shaken, which means you get to make a lovely vigor check. Will be poisoned.
So sorry. I was a million miles away. My apologies. What's the vigor check, is it?
Vigor check, yeah, versus poison. Oh, I'm hitting on a 1. I better see if that was a crit fail. It wasn't. Fine. All the imps are coming to you, it would appear. Because you're the only one left on that they can attack right now.
Well, just as well Leia's got improved frenzy then, isn't it?
It is rather.
Oops. Click in the wrong window.
Okay, I'm afraid that's a wound and another poison check, please.
He really needs his improved first strike.
Okay, that's fine for that one. And now just a second vigor roll to avoid the poisoning.
Yeah, but I just need to get onto the right tab.
You're absolutely fine. And you're up next, which means you're no longer vulnerable, so they won't find it so hard to hit you. And this, of course, you go into do something that requires you to be vulnerable again.
It's all right. I'm going to do something fun.
Go for it.
Well, I have improved frenzy, so That means I can do 2 lots of 2 attacks, correct?
Indeed.
Yes.
So you can take out the 2 to your north and east, and then sort of reposition yourself to take out the one that will be on your southeast and west, if that makes sense.
Could, but I'm planning something slightly different. The first part I'm certainly planning on. So, yeah, let's do this.
So the logic is if you take those 2 out, then you can move around that one and without provoking
Well,
any
I
attacks.
get the logic of it. I might
Yeah.
need to target them there, don't I? Clear my targets in case I have targets. Target that one and that one.
Okie dokie.
And do that.
Them both with raises. Considering they're small and hard to hit, you really don't have a problem with that.
Then
I don't think you've done less than 4 wounds today.
and I blow a sarcastic kiss at the one next to me, and I bamf across
you're going after the dart
board.
there, are you?
So these guys shot at me.
Oh, even better.
And then I'll do an improved frenzy attack on those guys as well.
Do I really have to, Panzerarma? Okay, Panzerarma says I have to do this.
I haven't targeted them.
Hang on, I can do that. There we
You're
go.
targeting
1,
for me. Thank you.
2. There we go.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Oh look, hits with raises. Here come the next 2 sets of 4 wounds.
Oh, maybe not. Oh no, there it is.
4 wounds. You haven't done less than 4 wounds so far today. I mean, obviously, when you hit the dragon, you might be in trouble, but actually, you'll probably do 4 wounds to the dragon. Technically speaking, Sabina's out of the fight. I'm going to drop your conviction down to 1. Obviously, Sabina not actioning means your conviction will expire, but I'm not going to be mean and make it just run out now. Next round, you'll have to start maintaining it the normal way.
That's fair enough. The guy who's left down here, I'm going to give him a smile and say, hello, sweetie.
I miss these guys. The end of this. Let me press F12 for you. There we go. I know you did as well, so that's fine. My word, I think the dragon is no longer shaken. Okay, right. So I think the first thing it's going to do is attempt to bite Volker off its back. And that again. Oh, Volker's shield is the only thing that stops him becoming a goblin pie. Mage veteran number 3. Where's Mage? Mage veteran number 3's got a dragon on them. God, they suck at spellcasting. I think we've got to be sensible about this. Hang on. Try that again. If I do that. Ooh. I like that. I did it without thinking. I moved the token by mistake without measuring the distance. I pressed Control Z and it undid the move. That was in there. I did not know that was in there. It was an automatic thing. I was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Control Z. Not expecting it to work, but it did.
Nice when you find little things like that.
It is. So you can Control Z token movement, it would appear. Stab Rooty. Yes. Imp number 8. Oh, imp number 8. Catch you. And hit you. Because they're very small. Of course, they find it easy to hit big things, don't they? That's a nasty hit. As you're blowing a kiss to the guy who just takes one look at you and runs away. and he lands on you and basically obviously dive bombs you. And you're okay, but don't forget your vigor check for the poison.
This only seems to have soaked one. Has it only soaked one of those wounds?
Oh, a 6 would only soak 1, yes.
Oh, we'd best do better than that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you better have. I hadn't noticed. You nearly got away with that.
There we go. Hey?
You crit failed.
A success and a critical fail?
Yeah, well, die was a 1. So then it just looks for another one.
Now I'm not sure what actually happens.
You take 2 wounds, I'm afraid.
The conviction die is the one that cause you get failed.
Yeah, conviction die. Can the conviction die cause you to crit fail?
Yes. But only you must start off in a wild die of 1. That's what it all.
Basically, your wild die was a 1. Your wild die was a 1, and what you'll probably find is you rolled a 1 on your wild die, an 11 on your trait roll, and a 1 on your.
Yes, that's right. As soon as you roll a 1 in the wild die, any other die that comes up a 1, or more than half of them, you're screwed.
You can't spend another penny to soak after the crit fail.
I wasn't spending another penny. You asked me to roll one for poison.
Poison. I apologise. You are
doing
correct.
What you told me to.
You did indeed, and I will award you a penny because I wrongly accused you of doing something you weren't doing. Right, Sabina Merrin is
so hurtful.
Sabina Merrin has surrendered to Blackjack. Right, Vorka, you're on the dragon's back, and it tried to bite you. This fight was meant to be a nice quick fight. It's going to take all night.
Vorka's going to bite back.
I forgot to have the dragon fly around. Let's assume the dragon flew around the square and ended up where it started. Because actually, I should have done athletics to throw you off as well, but too late.
And let's go ahead and attack it. Poke him in the eye again. That seems to do some good damage. Doopy doopy doop doop. Oh, come on. I can do better than that.
It's a hit.
Yeah, but I think I want the raise. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Benny at it. Yeah, and then... Oh, that did include my raise die. Good. So that should be 4 wounds. Even without ignoring the armor. I still did 2.
Okie dokie. Spend one of the gem bennies. Make it 3 wounds. Okay, well that's the end of the dragon.
Vorka screams, "Now I'm falling!" And just before he hits the ground, a feather fall.
See, this is the thing. I know that's exactly how Featherfall's meant to work, but I mean, in the whole action economy of Savage Worlds, how the hell do you do it? Is it a free action costing a cantrip?
Wow, look at that soap.
That's impressive. I like it. To my mind,
it don't quite work, I'm afraid.
Featherfall doesn't work in Savage Worlds, but I know how it's meant to work. And as far as I'm concerned, I think personally, Featherfall should be a cantrip that can be cast as a free action. Because that's the whole point of it, isn't it?
It is a cantrip, but it doesn't specify free action.
No, but so this is the problem. Logically speaking, mind you, it's down to how long it takes you.
Another thing is you're only taking any action on your turn. So if you get knocked off on somebody else's turn, you're screwed. Unless you're playing superheroes.
Well, this is the argument.
The easiest fix is a cantrip with a duration of an hour until it activates. So you cast it, it lasts a whole hour of the whole combat.
It's got a duration of 5. Logically, you actually have to cast it before you fall. If we take it at rules as read, it's got a duration of 5. So technically, what you should have done was cast Featherfall on yourself before you fell. So you're going to have to make your soap roll. I'm going to be evil.
I think this needs FAQing.
Well, no, I'm just thinking about it now.
The broom. It's always in the back of my mind. The broom is to cast.
No, I'm going to say if you're on hold, you can basically come off hold, cast Featherfall. I don't have a problem with that. But if it's got a duration, but is that the duration to fall? I think it's an FAQ job, isn't it? I'll ignore it for now. Yeah. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because the whole point of Featherfall is you're meant to cast it, aren't you, as you're falling to save yourself. If you're too close to the ground, you wouldn't have time to cast it. So it's an interesting one. Anyway, let's not worry.
It works in superheroes, but that's it.
That's the whole point of Featherfall is you're meant to just go Featherfall as you're falling and that. You're fine. Okay, Saturday Press, you're up. Okay, so both of you are on the ground.
To remove my shaking.
You're absolutely fine. So lots of bad guys left. Now it's a little less
Thing
one-sided.
kind of dive bombed and landed skidded on its belly, and because I was on its back, I just kind of slide down to the ground and I turn around to look to see what the hell's going on and go, "Ooh, owl bear, not good." And I'm gonna hit it with a bolt.
Well, it's a good name. I mean, it barely hit me, and now I'm in dire straits.
Really? What'd you play? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me resolve this first, and then I'll fix whatever the hell just happened to my table. Okay, this has gotten weird. I roll either like pure crap or just nothing but 6s.
Yeah, it seems like you have to have. I'm obviously not going to worry about it for now, but yeah, it does look like the whole point of Featherfall in Savage Worlds. You've got to have it running, use it, or be able to obviously be high enough up so that you don't hit the ground before the combat tracker comes around to you again. Okay, 4 wounds on the dire bear. Wow, that's quite impressive.
Yeah. I told you I either roll like crap or I, get nothing but 6s.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through the unofficial because obviously the official's gone.
Shocking, simply shocking behaviour.
Oh, right, yeah. So I'm not going to worry about it now, but for future campaigns, it's not a reaction. You have to activate it, and it has to be running when you fall. I think Rudy might have unshaken.
Yeah, Rudy's unshaken, and he's really mad at this thing.
Probably better off biting it rather than.
Yeah, that's what that. Although his bite's only a 4.
Mm.
Actually,
Actually magic fangs probably the way to go.
Doesn't he have to cast it? Oh, okay, I don't have that module loaded, apparently. Wow, my table just went totally weird.
Because I was trying to open up Rooty. It took a long time to open him up.
Because the way I read Magic Slant thing was I'd have to cast it on myself this round, and then it would only be it increases the power of a weapon. Is that right?
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not an attack. But, so yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he can cast it this round, but he can't attack. But then when if he does hit, he does more damage. So you might be better off just. Yeah.
I'm gonna try doing my slumber spell on him.
Slumbers. Oh, slumber makes more sense. Yeah, go for it.
And because for some weird reason it's not letting me target.
That's fine. Sim number 7. Imp falls asleep.
It flies away.
Yep. Go for it. It's a toy. You can fly wherever you want.
John. Sassafras' shoulder.
Kill the splat markers. See if that makes any difference. Sight on, isn't there? No line of sight on the map, so we're okay. Right, so slow today.
Yeah, my table's been all kinds of weird, so that would be my turn.
Okay, sorry, I was seeing if anything interesting was going on in the background. Okay, mage veteran number 1. That's easy enough. Why? Blackjack.
Well, I'm stuck round the corner, aren't I? We have to do something about that. Oh, I shall sprint out of there and attempt to wallop that one. That might have failed. Well, I shall smite evil on that because I'm pretty sure the imps are evil.
They're devils, aren't they? So I think it's safe.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
And then with my offhand, we will have a go at the other one. And we'll smite evil on that because I can do it more than once. And we'll miss that one. But I will finish my move to hold up both of these imps.
Seems reasonable.
Now, Jenko. No, Argenia. Argenia is going to leave combat with the mage, hoping that the devil is keeping the mage busy, and heal Majenko.
Jenko is killed. Adios, wild soul. Recovered from being shaken.
Yeah, but messed up. Badly messed up.
The Flash Thrust did blast. And you're also covered in bits of dead bear now as well.
Yes.
They literally exploded all over you.
So I think what we're going to do is
It'd be a quick fight.
we're going to multi-action here.
Okay.
Multi-action.
Gives you more time to make sound effects for the next section.
Inventory. There must be a major healing in here somewhere. Yeah, pushing a major healing.
I healed 2 of your 3 wounds.
2 of the 3 wounds is the first action.
Mm-hmm.
And then before they realises I'm not actually dead, how evil do I want to be?
All the way evil. Come on. That's a silly question.
Not at all evil. We're the good guys, remember?
I'm just trying. What I should do is teleport away, but I'm just thinking about waking up the bear. Is the bear completely in bits? You're going to say yes, aren't you? Because I'm just going to wake up the bear.
Well,
the bear was an extra and it took 4 wounds. I'm going to say it's very, 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 very dead and in bits.
Are you saying not even the bare necessities are left?
No.
No,
it's
barely
dire.
there was better.
It's completely dire. It is in bits.
Just going to have to grin and bear it.
Yeah. So, so I was going to zombie the bear for a laugh. But no, let's just do the sensible thing and let's teleport.
You can zombie the bear if you want. I am having all the bad guys run away now, but that's up to you.
Not that imp.
As if it goes before you. Just if you want to teleport away, you can teleport away. What's the invisible wizard?
No, let's be heroic. Let's stab. Let's stay in the fight for a laugh. See if it kills me again. Melee attack on the imp. Will I suddenly quaff a potion and jump up and see if I can take it by surprise?
It darts away from you.
It darts away from me. Tell you what, I'm going to Benny that for a laugh. How about that? Not so good to roll a fight.
You need to roll a 12 to hit it, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know that. So, you miss it. There you go. Move on to the next person. 2 attacks. We'll do very quickly 2 attacks to see if we can keep these wizards occupied for a bit.
Indeed.
I actually think these have got frenzy, but I want to get this over with. There you go. Miss, but they are in melee combat. There you go.
No problem. Oh, I pressed it. Don't press. Blackjack's going first. Mostly followed by the 2 imps he's about to wipe out, I suspect.
Well, we will try and wail on these 2. Give me a wild attack, would you please, sir?
So I'll just scroll all the way down. Blackjack.
Thank you.
Oh, man. That's a hit. 4 wounds. Okie dokie.
And less bothered by the imp and more by the wizards.
Changing headsets. This headset got.
I will leap over the fountain, heading that way.
Okay.
Argenia will also wild attack.
Okay.
Because while imps don't like pseudo-dragons and house drakes also don't like imps.
I find it impossible to get along.
Fortunately, I suspect that was a very good pun, but
Well, their rivalry is impressive.
Don't be too impulsive to use all the puns.
Well, if we use all the puns, the GM might see it as an imposition.
But that we're all just too impetuous.
But it's impossible to make us give us pennies.
it is rather now. Yeah, I'm fed up of pennies.
Oh, well, that would have been a hit with the wild attack that didn't get put on, so I will take that as a hit and do the +2 damage.
So I obviously didn't hear you say wild attack. I apologise. It's on now. Oh.
Yeah. Except they also get an extra +4 damage against imps because their claws count as silver against imps. And imps should have a weakness to silver.
It does.
Does it?
No. It does count as silver. That means that under here, keyword should be silver. And it does that. Which is fine. I mean, missed something though now.
Or it could be it's one of those things where it says about how the dragons have, because they sharpen their claws on silver and what have you, so they can hurt the imps, and then the imps aren't actually vulnerable to silver.
I don't think the imps are so vulnerable to silver.
Hmm.
No, it's cold.
Yeah. Oh well.
Shook it anyway.
Yep, that'll do.
I suspect Vorka's going to make a mess of one of my mages.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think Vorka's going to try and make a mess of both of your mages.
It'd be very ineffectual. Almost think they were suddenly like they weren't really combat trained mages that were just told to get out there and were scared
And do nasty things, yeah.
And then completely failed to do anything impressively effective. Inexperienced in terms of
We're going
combat.
to step over to this one and give a whack. Yeah, very dead. And then we'll step over here to this one and give her a whack. that one was only a hit.
You know you had reached 7. Walker's got reached 7, it would appear.
How's that happened?
No, I moved over there.
You're still there.
But I moved my token. Can you not see it?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again. How about now?
That's okay. I mean, I knew what you were doing. I was only just, I was just having a bit of, fun.
Well, of course I've got reach 7. I'm so mad I can reach all the way across the map.
That's 2 less bad guys I have to worry about. Right. I think someone wants to kill some of these bad guys. Exactly. They were all the mages were going to do was teleport out, but they didn't live long enough to teleport out. Sabina's not doing anything. There's an awful lot of dice there.
I don't even know what that is. That was an automatic roll.
Yeah.
That was unshaking.
Oh, that was unshaking. Okay.
No, that's what I mean. It was just like they're all in the corner now, and I could hit 2 more appeared on top underneath them.
Do I have to pay a penny for my conviction to continue into this round that I'm about to do?
No, it's only if you don't spend a penny before you press enter, and you won't have conviction anymore.
So it's still active this turn.
It's still active until you end your turn.
Okay then, I'm going to turn to Imp 8.
Which does remind me, actually.
Snarl at him.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Walker, do you wish to spend a penny to maintain your conviction? Because, of course, it would have expired.
No, I think the fight's over. I'm good.
Okay. Sorry to talk over you, Elaine, when you were trying to do some nice role playing
right.
there.
I'm going to turn to Imp 8 and I'm going to snarl at him. Then I'm going to grab him by the horns. And much like Hulk with Loki, I'm going to smash him into the pavement repeatedly.
That's okay. I thought you were going to throw him at the fuck. Go for it. I love it. All that damage. Smack it repeatedly into the ground. Just like Loki at the end of it, it just sort of goes, ow! You haven't moved yet.
I haven't.
You've still got improved frenzy, I believe.
That's a good point. Having not let go of the imp, I'm going to beat the thug with it.
Is that a pounce out of interest?
If you'll allow it to be, then sure. Beating the thug with the imp can be a pounce.
Well, no, because you've ran after this guy who's running away from you. I'm just curious if you're pouncing on him.
I didn't actually click the pounce, but we don't worry about these things.
I did.
You did? Okay, that's all right then.
Oh, there's a 12 in there.
I beat the thug to death with an imp.
You haven't done less than 4 wounds in that entire fight. And I'm talking about all of Leia's damage rolls, not just the ones you've done since you've got here. Leia hasn't done less than 4 wounds throughout that entire fight. There's any bad guys left?
That's what I call impressive.
There's a couple of imps flying around there still.
It's certainly not impossible.
If they get a chance to leave, they will, but I don't know if they will. Right, this imp is just going to fly away. This imp's going to... but let's just say it either flies away or demolish it. So, all good, right. And let's give it to the devil bodyguards.
Now, before this is over, because Sassafras is all excited about her and Vorka working as a team to kill that dragon.
Yep.
Because she did get the first 2 wounds in, and totally unmindful of the fact that she still has this damage field on her. She's going to run over and she's going to hug Vorka and go, who'd ever thought a goblin and a gnome would make such a team? We did it!
I love it. I've got to... 2 wounds on Walker.
Vorka.
I think she skipped that day of class, didn't she? Just tell me about it.
Vorka does see her running towards him just in time.
So it sounds like you've got dog
Just
problems
in time to turn it off before she actually grabs him.
I like that, and I'll obviously allow it. I just rolled with the damage from pure GM evil sense of humour.
And I'm going to play this card to cement in the mind of the populace of Korvosa that this is blackjack, and this has always been blackjack, and blackjack has never looked any different to how blackjack currently looks.
Okay.
And let me see. I'm going to, because the combat's over and we just took a hell of a lot of energy. Because I get to play 2 cards this time.
So the whole point of this is obviously they were pretending to be a renegade group to make the Queen look good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the card that he's just played has reversed that. So surely this is points for the rebellion.
Oh, it is, but I've got to do a couple. There's a couple more things that we need to do before you get the points.
Well, we need to take Sabina Merrin.
I'm just like anyone who's got an arcane background. Oh, is that only the 2 of you? Because of course you've got mystic backgrounds, don't you? Yeah. Volker's got an arcane background though, doesn't he? Or is Volker's mystic as well?
No, Volker's is arcane.
There we go. So with everything calming down. Now, Sabina removes her helmet as she walks back out to all of you.
That's somewhat dented after Leia smashed it into the ground.
Okay.
Not in public, you fool. We're taking you captive. And Blackjack will go and grab her hands and put them behind her back and put her in manacles and lead her off somewhere less public.
Okay, that's fine. I was going on that assumption. So, here we go. Sabina.
I will spare you the story of a fool blinded by love who looked away from increasing evils until there was no room left, and the foolish girl finally realized that perhaps she had never been loved at all, or who she thought she loved might never have truly existed in the first place.
No, we've all been there.
I tried to soften Ileosa's cruelties where I could. When she founded the Grey Maidens, I took command of it to provide secret kindnesses to lessen the impact of her cruelty. When she began executing maidens who proved too headstrong, I suggested they be imprisoned in Longacre in hopes they might realize their mistake. I took secret trips to Longacre to ensure that they were as comfortable as conditions would allow, and that they were not being abused by the guards. But with each week, another new atrocity would appear. Bloodveil, bargaining with devils for power, the appointment of Togamor as seneschal, cold-blooded murder, and the enslavement of a hateful and destructive dragon. She was going to use Zarmangaroth to quell dissidents. Where a clear voice and perhaps a truncheon or 2 would serve, she was going to deploy a pitiless, acid-spewing monster. I convinced her to let me use the dragon as a mount, claiming it would be better held in reserve to strike terror into larger, more organized uprisings. Ugh, the words still feel vile to say. I felt so powerless to challenge Ileosa's unceasing brutality. Even just tempering her cruelty the stress was overwhelming. When I learned you had returned to Korvosa, I knew that was my chance. For redemption.
Well, there we go. I think she might have a bit more. Here we go.
As I had hoped, you defeated Zarmangaroth, and now here we are. You have given me a chance, and I am grateful beyond words. How can I help?
Well, I think we're going to take her back to the leaders of the rebellion. And probably the best thing she can do to help is escape. But if we can set up a dead drop so she can pass us information and allow us when we need to get into the castle.
Yeah, hang on.
I would rather not accompany you into Castle Korvosa,
I know
not
you
for
just
fear of
said
what
that.
is in there, but in that my strengths might be better utilized within the rebellion. The Grey Maidens within the castle are all completely loyal to the Queen, but some of those in the city proper still see me as their commander. If I can call upon that loyalty and gain their aid, the rebellion would gain a potent force, and the Queen would likewise be denied it. However, if you truly need my assistance within the castle, I will fight at your side.
We don't need your assistance within the castle, Commander, just your assistance in gaining access to the castle.
Indeed. I understand now. I've just remembered there was something. I meant to play that before you said your point. So, okay, so here we go. So let me see now. You already got 1 rebellion point for defeating Rafakia. You get 2 rebellion points for publicly defeating the dragons of Magaroth. You get 1 for publicly defeating Sabina Aaron. However, basically, obviously these don't happen immediately. By the fact that you've asked for her help and you don't need her in the castle, you get an additional 2 points because she does foment. She will basically foment rebellion with the Grey Maidens and turn Grey Maidens to the cause as time goes on. So you're up to 6 rebellion points already. Now, that's all good. So now getting into the castle. Assault on the castle.
How will we know which Grey Maidens are on our side? We don't want to kill the wrong ones.
Well, she said any inside the castle are completely loyal to the Queen. Outside of the castle, she'll be working to do what she can. I think at the end of the day, what will happen is if you run into a bunch of Grey Maidens, you give them a chance to see if they do anything. If they attack you, then obviously they're loyal to the Queen.
Right.
I think he's probably
so the old suck it and see approach.
Yes, or you could probably come up with some sort of passphrase. I'm just reading ahead there. One of those. Tell me much. Okay. General knowledge. Okay. Here we are. Sabina. Sabina's knowledge of the castle is much greater. They can provide a rather detailed map of the castle. Oh, apparently including secret doors and hidden chambers, of course.
Awesome.
There you go. That makes my life that makes life easier. So if I do, I suppose the easiest thing to do is, oh, which reminds me, you've because you've recruited Sabina rather than executing her, you'll gain a point of conviction, which is good, isn't it? So, round 8. Don't think that one's got. Okay, so there is obviously there's the external map of the castle. You know, the approach to the castle. The easiest way to do this is I spent hours drawing.
And we don't need it now.
No, so the thing to do, I think, is to turn off line of sight, isn't it? Because then you can see castle. That's the GM map. Second floor.
Ah, I see. That would explain it.
Would explain it.
The water that's partially obscured.
Oh.
Or maybe it doesn't. Top right corner of first floor map. Got 2 pools that look like they go through the wall.
Yes. Probably just built into the wall, aren't they? I know what you mean, though, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take that.
like people get, like you can have freestanding baths, or you can have baths that are adjacent to a wall, can't you? I think that's probably what it's like, really.
I see.
There's the third floor, and it's give you the maps, and then see what other information you get, and then plan your sort. And there's the fourth floor. And then open that up to that, and then shade that, then tick. Fast. All the towers. Oh, there we go. Gave you a few maps there, didn't it? So she was able to draw you extensive maps. Yeah. So Sabina will also be able to provide you about many of the opponents you will face within, but I will have to compile that for next week. However, she's been spending more and more of her time outside of the castle as she's been feeling increasingly unwanted therein. She has explained she hasn't ventured beyond the third and fourth floors much at all. She mentions she knows Ileosa has been recruiting devils to aid her, but isn't sure how the Queen's been able to pull this off. She initially suspected a link to the Academy, but her investigations into that theory have shown no support. She knows Ileosa has some large hellhounds as pets, and that a horned devil named Mavrokokerus guards the towers, although she's not sure where he lurks, and that 3 barb devils, known as the Yallops, have been increasingly annoying and disruptive. The devil Sir Bignato has concealed his presence from her entirely, so you don't know about him. Also knows that a few Red Mantis agents have recently claimed portions of the 4th floor, and a powerful new leader has arrived from the distant south to reorganize them after their recent travels. But Savina has avoided contact with them and knows little else about the assassins. Finally, she also explains that Ileosa has grown more cold and grim of late, and for the several past weeks she's rarely left her chambers. She certainly hasn't called for my companionship since she started wearing that ugly new crown. And Sabina has finally admitted to herself that the Ileosa likely never loved her, an admission that has driven her to finally turn against the monarchy. So as to what other notes, she also mentions there is a dungeon in the castle. I'm not sure she's ever been down there. Self a sec. Which I do believe. Yeah, there is a dungeon to the castle, but I don't believe she's got access to that. She doesn't tell me she's got access to that level. So what I shall do is compile a list of information.
About this wizard chap that we've been asked to find and get information on.
Yeah, I shall. As I say, I shall compile a list of what she knows for you before next week. So as you plan your sort, and also best way into the castle. Obviously, you can. I'm just getting through the dungeon, which I need to check. Getting inside. Here we go. This is probably what you need as well. There are numerous physical entrances into the castle via doors, windows, arrow slits, or even chimneys or soil pipes. Some of these may require you to break bars, and most of them often have guards posted nearby. Obviously, Sabina doesn't necessarily know exactly how or when they're guarded. He spent more time out of the castle. Sabina recommends the secret entrance via the armory, area A28, which that's in the dungeon, and that means she does know about the dungeon, doesn't it? So let's have a look. dungeon map. No, the dungeon is not there. So, well, armory, the armory. Second.
I suspect that this is a bit like the last adventure where the GM doesn't get a summary, but he does get told how big the waste pipes are in the toilets, just in case the party need to know that.
What I do know is it says they make it quite clear that this, although I spent hours typing all the code and doing the line of sight, because the players are supposed to know the information, they don't have to dungeon crawl through this. They can travel to where they need to go exactly. But then why did you spend half the book writing up the card? Anyway, yes, Sabina recommends you enter through the secret entrance, which would bring you into the second floor. So that's the first floor map. Where's the second floor? So the secret entrance into the armory, there. That's Sabina's recommended entry into the castle.
Is where?
Oh, sorry. If I reshare the map, obviously without line of sight, you can see you can see it because she's drawn it like so. Where are we? Sabina provides physical entry. Sabina recommends through the armory. Approaching via flight while invisible gives you the option to answer the castle from any other locations. So logically, that must be a case of you. That's a secret entrance on the side of the castle, isn't it? On the side of the ramp. I'll have to check that one out.
What would be quite useful for the module is if you could put player visible pins onto these maps that can be made visible if it's not a bunch of murder hobos that just kill Sabina Merrin, because then they will be able to know that this is the armory, this is the dining hall, this is the Queen's Chambers.
I know what you're saying. That's a very good idea.
You can actually put labels on, but I'm more trouble than it's worth at the minute.
Yeah, actually, that's good.
You can put text labels on and make that GM only, or share the labels.
Yeah, I know. I'll just have to add player pins. That's not a problem. I can spend some time doing that. So with the maps, you can a map provided by Sabina is enough to allow blind teleportation, and is possibly the safest and most efficient way to get into the country, unless depending where you go. Well, yeah. Yeah. So there we go. So it sounds like I've got to place additional sets of pins. Actually, no, I don't need to anymore. There's a new thing you can do now, isn't there? I had a painting layer. I changed the text to that. I can then there and go. Oops, I can undo that probably. No. Oh. You can do text now, can't you? So I can actually put text on instead.
That's what I just said. You can put text on the maps.
Yeah, I know.
Although I normally find that if I don't share a pin, but I just make it visible, I think the tooltip appears, does it not?
Don't know. If the tooltip appears, then
that does the job. It depends on the scenario.
Oh, there we are. Armory, and then I click there and I get armory.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I can do that, can't I? Okay, I'll spend a bit of time doing that. I may even I'll have to spend some time doing that. Anyway, we shall leave it there today. It sounds like I've got a lot of homework to do before next week. So, actually, that is a good point. Actually, there is one more thing I need to check. Next. during their assault. Okay, yeah, you get your advance during the assault, so 15th advance is imminent. So we shall leave it there today. Thank you one and all. Flash Gordon on Sunday, and then obviously we'll see you guys the following Tuesday. That fight went on a bit longer than intended, but based on what I just read there, that's a good thing. So we'll see you next week or Sunday. Take